Morning. Really, I've been letting things slip these last couple of months, and I'll go show you why. So this is what I haven't been able to get around to getting done. If I jump out here, I haven't been able to get anything done in this field since you last saw it. This is still ploughed. I've still got to get all the stones picked up out of it. I've done nothing. I missed the planting window. So I'm pretty upset with myself about that. But I've got genuine reason to. You'll see why in a minute. And all of my soybean fields are rammed with weeds. Let's just hop over the fence here, as you can see. Yeah. Absolutely crammed with weeds, all three of them. This one, the big one over there, and the smaller of the soybean fields on the other side of the lane. That needs spraying with herbicide, but it's a good job because I can make use of the 70,000 litres of herbicide that I had put into my silo system over there. You can just see the sprayer there in the distance. It's all filled up with herbicide, ready to go, because I'm going to crack on today and catch up with myself because I'm well behind. Thankfully, Amos has been an absolute godsend. He has been keeping on top of the cows and the grass work and whatnot. So the cows are still fed and watered and everything that they need to be. But we're going to have a little bit of a trip around the corner, as it were. I'm going to show you what I've been doing. So, this is what I've been doing. If you remember my last video that I put out, I was talking about turning this old farm, derelict place, into a bit of an Airbnb. And that's what we have been doing. That is why I've been so busy. Because it is absolutely unbelievable the amount of work, paperwork, time and energy you have to put into a project like this. So the farmers had to kind of take a back seat. But, what do you think of this? I love all this stuff. Look at all these little bits of decoration. And my gate. I do love this. Quite expensive. But let me take you for a bit of a guided tour. So, there's been a lot of work going on here. There has been contractors coming in and out of this place for the last 2.5 months. Working their socks off. I'll give them that. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Let's turn this off. This is going to be my new money earner for the foreseeable future, on top of the farm, of course. But yeah, what do you think? Had this house built, ranch house. We've had the garage built. This is essentially going to be for families to come and stay for however long they want. I don't know where to start, to be honest. Bit more decoration on the land here. I kind of like this stuff more than I do the house, but yeah. Right, come on, let's... I'll show you round. Oh, someone's left a can of oil there, thank you. Still a bit of tidying up left to do, so here it is. Isn't this a beautiful house? Donuts? How long have they been there for? Right, so, yeah. This is the Airbnb. We've even kitted him out with a set of chess. Keep him occupied if the weather's not so nice on a day. So yeah, we've fully furnished kitchen. Big double fridge. Big double oven, range cooker thing. Lovely big open fireplace. So, where shall I start? So we got this room here, which I think is this is the bathroom, yeah. Took a big photo of my sheep. Decoration on the wall. I think this is the little laundry room, yeah, so they can keep the clothes washed. And this room round here is the main bedroom. It's and you've got these big double doors that open out onto the back veranda, but we'll go out there in a second. I suppose we can go out there now, can't we? Not much else to show you in here. Nice big open fireplace, bit of a seat to sit down. Dinner table, kitchen area. Lovely stuff. Oh, we've got up here as well. Got these fancy ladders that go up here. This area needs a bit of tidying up, but yeah, it's just a bit of like an office seat area that needs a bit of clearing up for now. But yeah, So if we go out onto the veranda, out into the back... I mean, how lovely is this? Who wouldn't want to stay here? So we've kitted him out with a bit of a barbecue. And a canopy to keep him out of the sun or out of the rain, whichever. Nice little sitting area. A lovely little garden shed. A few little bits and bobs that need clearing up still. I thought they'd cleared all this stuff up. Goodness me. Right. Yeah, we got the backup water tank. Yeah, it's a lovely thing, don't you think? Lovely area. A few benches popped down here and there. We've had a bit of a play area set up for the kids, if they have kids. Again, somewhere for the parents to sit while they keep an eye on them. Even I want to go on this. Somehow think I'm not going to fit, though. Nice little sand pit and a swing and another slide for them. I have had to fence everything off, obviously, because of there's a lot of rules and regulations to making something like this for people to come and stay in. So we've had to spend quite a bit of money, a fair few $1,000s, on a perimeter fence that essentially runs around the whole property. Fences off my field here, so nobody can get out in there. Or, well, you know, the fence is there, so they shouldn't be climbing it. That's essentially what I mean. All the way around. It encompasses the whole bit of land now, so it's entirely fenced in. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Little bird house there. Keep the birds fed if they want. Now we do have this little garage here in case there's a couple of families coming at once, so they can keep their vehicles stowed away. I thought I'd stick a few signs up and stuff in here. Hose pipe, compressor, still saw. Bit of a strimmer. They can feel free to cut the grass if they want to. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm really happy with it. It has taken an awful long time and a mountain of work. One of the main reasons why I've been so behind in the farm is because I've either been over here telling contractors what to do and where to put things, or have been buried in mountains of paperwork, because, as I say, the rules and regulations and the legal side of things has been quite overwhelming. But we've also had this little place built into it. It's just a little log cabin. Bit of extra room for if the numbers of the families are quite big. But yeah, I think it's really quite quaint, this, don't you think? Nothing special, nice and simple. Just a fridge, microwave, sink, simple old cooker, table, and a bed, and a bath. And I think there is some storage up there in the loft area, but just a simple wardrobe. But yeah, just set back in the trees. I'd stay there myself, you know. I can't do that. This is an investment. But yeah, really happy with this. I really am. It's taken a long time. As I said, it's taken a huge amount of work. But all worth it, if you ask me. This is going to bring in, hopefully, a decent amount of money on a monthly basis. We've got a family coming to stay in a few weeks' time. So we've just got to get a few things tidied up. As I said, there's a few loose bits and bobs behind that garden shed there that need tidying away. I think there's a few over there. Yeah, they need tidying away. But aside from that, all good. So, anyway, right. Let's get back to it. We need to concentrate on our farm now. So let's get this turned around. Let's get back to the yard. I need to jump in the sprayer as soon as possible and get those weeds dealt with. I can't have them affecting the yield of my soybeans. I do love this entrance gate though, I really do. Let's just jump out for a second or two. Shut that gate. There we go. As you can see, yeah, the fencing has had to go all the way around. Had to do quite a bit of that. Health and safety and all that stuff. And I cleaned my truck. That's why it was in the workshop. Right. So, let's back to it. But because I missed the planting window within the last couple of months, the next window I've got to plant anything is wheat, and that's in September. And we're in July at the minute, so I do have a little bit of time to catch up and get this field all done and dusted and ready for a drilling. So anyway, let's pull this onto the drive, get this out of the way. There we go. Right, so what do I need to do? I'm spraying today, that's what I'm doing first thing, so we need to get into the sprayer. It's all loaded up with herbicide. I think I'm going to work on these 2 big fields on this side of the lane first, get these done, and then jump into the little one and get finished off with that. So, I'm going to crack on with all these. Hopefully it's not going to take me too long. This sprayer of mine is hooked up with it's a John Deere See and Spray technology. So it does minimise use of herbicide and only uses it where it's needed on the field, where it sees the weeds. It's a very clever bit of kit, to be honest. Quite expensive. I'm glad I didn't have to pay for it brand new. It came with the machine. But yeah, I'm grateful for that, I must admit. But I do have, as I said, I've got... Well, now I've got just under 70,000 litres in the silo system. So, here we go. Let's get this thing unfolded. I think I might be a bit too close to that fence, actually. Let's pull out a bit, because it does lower itself down when it's unfolded. Ooh, that wasn't too much of a bad guess, was it? Oh, look at that. It almost looks perfect. Right, I'm going to crack on with this. This is likely to take me a couple of hours. Turn that on. There we go. Right. See you all in a while. That's us all done. So let's get this thing back to the shed we're going to give it a good clean off because this is very, very dirty. It's dirtier than the big triple-wheel tractor was when we were ploughing that time, so goodness me. Yeah, let's get it all cleaned off and we'll figure out where to go next. Really giving this thing a good clean, getting right up underneath it. Inside the back of the wheels as well, because that was rammed with wet soil. But, aside from the shoddy paintwork, this thing should be looking pretty good. So, and as you can see, it's a bit of a squeeze in here, isn't it? So I think what I'm going to do, I need to bite the bullet and I just need to get the get those stones picked out of our new field. But check this out as well, though. The old Fordson, I'm giving it a clean off. I've not really done anything mechanically with it yet. We know it runs, but I do need to go through it and figure a few things out with it. But I have just ran the hose over it very quickly a few weeks ago, and it's been sat in here ever since. And it's looking quite splendid, don't you think? Again, I have no use for it. There's nothing on this farm anymore that I could even remotely use. I suppose it might pull the chisel plough if I absolutely had to, but I don't have to, do I? Because I have this. So yeah, it's just going to be a bit of a museum piece, a bit of something nice to look at. But I'm very impressed with how well it's washed up, that's the main thing. For a freebie, it's pretty good. So, we need to get this thing out of here. Very carefully. Very carefully indeed, because I'm literally inches off that 9RX. I think we should be able to just squeeze out of here. We'll stick it back where it belongs. There we go. In fact, I'll just leave this outside for now. I'm not going to bother tidying anything away. My intention for today is to catch up, not to tidy up. There we go. Yeah, this really could do with a paint job, couldn't it? It's more bare metal than it is paint now, isn't it? The wheels are alright, to be fair. But the John Deere green is looking very lackluster, isn't it? So, stone picking. I think we may as well run the 84 with this, hadn't we? Stone pickers there. Let's get these doors open and make access a bit easier for us. There we go. We'll pull it in the other side, just reverse up to it. In fact, what we can do, we can just whip it through here. There we go. Carefully does it. Right. There we go. Okay. I might not have made this particularly easy for myself, mightn't I? Well, we should be alright. Just. Yes. Right. Stones. Let's get them picked. This one's going to take a while. This is a big field. You wouldn't think there's a fraction north of 35 tons here, would you? Doesn't look it, but there is. We've just unloaded the 11th trailer load, although a little bit of a trailer load essentially. We've had 10 full stone pickers full of stones and that little bit there. It takes 3.5 tons per load, so 10 of them is 35 tons plus a little bit extra, but doesn't look like it, does it? But I have just been on the phone to the local debris crusher, the guys who will buy in some stones. So I've got this. At the minute, they're paying about $29.20 per tonne. So I've got 35 here. I can't remember exactly what I've got over next to the cow barn, but I placed a big pile next to the manure pit, didn't I, a few weeks back when I was taking the stones out of the grass field. So there's north of $1,000 there, well north of $1,000. So at some point, when I pull my finger out, I think it'd be a good idea to get them loaded up into the trailer and just get them gone and get a few dollars back, eh? I think that would be a very sensible thing to do, but in the meantime, it did take me a good few hours to get this field done, but it's done. Well, stone picked anyway, and looking a little bit more tended to. So, I'm going to get myself back to the farm. I'm just going to park this up for now. I'm just going to take a wander around to the sheep, because I know the cows are fine. Amos has been keeping his eye on the cows for me these last few weeks. He's not been doing everything, but do you know what I mean? He knows I've been busy doing the property, the Airbnb, so he was happy to keep himself occupied and keep on top of the cows. So, let's whip in here. I think I'll just have a sort out a bit later on, actually, you know. It's just leave that there for now. I don't have to be tidy all the time, do I? I'll get everything put away. But yeah, let's give ourselves a bit of a wander round to the sheep and just go and see how they're doing, because I'm pretty sure I've got several pallets of wool, although it's not quite time to sell yet. Apparently top price for wool around here is about April time. I've not done anything with this thing yet. I honestly don't even know what to do with it. I haven't even spoke to Joe about it, find out if he knows roughly what they're worth. Or whether he'd be interested in buying it off me, in fact. But I'm one of those people, I like it. It's a cool looking thing. I don't necessarily want to get rid of it just because it's... I don't know. I don't need it. I'm not trying to hoard it, but it was free. I found it. Well, I suppose it would be sensible to make some money off it, wouldn't it? But I just like it. It's a good looking thing. I like the big tyres. I like anything with big tyres. Anyway, where am I going? Hello, dear. And he scarpered quickly, didn't he? Alright, let's go see how these lot are doing. Oh, there we go. So I think there's about 580 kilograms in each one of these pallets. And I believe, again, top dollar, paying by the tonne, top dollar is north of $11,000 a tonne. So I just need to hang fire. I need to let these guys build up a bit of a backlog of wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, another 6 pallets of the stuff, and I've got myself almost, yeah, if I sell at the right time, I've got myself north of $10,000, $11,000 worth. Thanks to you guys, yeah. I'll be making a bit of money in a few months' time. Hello, mate. Yeah, these guys are alright for food. And I do have the field here needs cutting. I know that. We'll get that done at some point soon. But again, I'm in no rush for that because there is, I think there's almost 20,000 litres of grass in this silo that I stocked up from last time, because they don't eat a great deal of food very quickly, to be honest. Surprisingly, you'd think they would. They've got the grass in the little pasture that they've got here, but and also what I added into their trough. But yeah, they don't seem to go through it very as quick as you'd expect them to, anyway. So, anyway, I hope you've had fun following me on my my relatively dull escapades today. I know I've not done a great deal. I've sprayed my fields with herbicide, and I've picked a few stones out of my new field. Just playing catch up with myself because I've been quite busy. But I do hope you like my what you think of the Airbnb so far. I do need to pop round there in a few hours' time, actually, just go and do a little bit more clearing up, actually. There was that can of oil that was left at the front door, and there's a few other bits and bobs that need clearing up, so I should really go round and put me back into it, shouldn't I? But yeah, I do hope you like my idea with that. I hope it's going to be successful. I've already got one booking, as I say, in a few weeks' time. We've got a family coming in. I'm not exactly sure how long they're planning on staying in there for, but I think it's a couple of weeks anyway. It's a bit of their summer vacation, and they can afford to do something like that. So yeah, it's all good. Right. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.